Just have to hit the got it and get started. Oh my goodness, it's November the 1st. Okay. Let's see, I'm recording. What's it? Tuesday, November the 1st. QiGong. Amanda, Stiler, and Summit. All right. So we'll just take it back a little more. I only want to give you so much view of my messy room. All right, I was going to say let's start standing up, because then we can do a sitting down in the middle there somewhere. All right, can you hear me okay? Thumbs up. You can hear me? All right. Just put these things, the less the better. All right, let's arrive on our feet. I'm trying to just put my vest on. Get the indoor experience with all of you today. Yeah. You see a cat wandering around, she's kind of curious. Oh, here she comes. Gonna go out. Okay, off you go then. It's a one-way thing. She doesn't like closed doors. All right, so feeling into feet. Just generally your body landing here. How do I feel today? Oh, apologize for that. Oh, Shannon. Hope it's all going well, she says. Yeah. Just bear with me a moment. I just get my phone with messages on. Check. Shannon. Okay. Yeah, we're good. All right. Does anybody else needs anything? So from here, coming up to the top of the rib cage, underneath the clavicle, just checking in with, and your backhand can go where it needs to, whether it reaches higher or lower, doesn't really matter. Checking into the respiratory system. Arms, shoulders. Mind, including what am I thinking? Giving that some space. Neck. Hope everybody enjoyed their Halloween, even if it meant an early night. We have a tradition here of watching Legend of Sleepy Hollow, so we pulled out the DVD. It's always a good, for me, it's like they call it an American fairy tale. It's a fun thing. Very well done. All right, let's drop down to the middle body. And then just noticing your breath if you haven't already. How's it feeling right now? Or where is it landing in the body? Again, without any need to change. Just sending Shannon a little extra breath to help her move through her eye surgery with ease this morning. Warming up, ready. How do my organs feel? Stomach, spleen, liver, gallbladder. All right, let's find a way to naturally come to a pause. Just taking a moment just to feel inwards, the inner. Just invite you to put your hands on your body where it feels good, just to connect more in to maybe the breath. So with the lung, large intestine season, very much involved with making space for the breath to help clear those layers of the past, layers of grief, depression, anything that's collected up that we've been hiding away. Just giving it more space for air. So if your breath feels tight right now, then just allow it to be where it is. Like pushing it doesn't help. It's a gradual process of getting used to it deepening in its own time, especially if we give it space. If you're noticing any tight places, it can be a way of just to bring the breath in really gently. Remember the back of the body as well. The placing the hands onto the kidney, adrenal, or just lower back, whatever feels good for your shoulders. Can be the lower buttock area or lower hip area. And maybe the breath will meet the hands where they are. But again, no pushing. Maybe you might find your way to the sides of your body, where the rib cage, the bottom of the rib cage. Just check in there with your breath. Sometimes just, feeling into the rib cage, expanding it out into the hands. I'm just going to give my back body a little bit of a rub. So give that a little more attention, wake it up. So, it can be as high as you want or as low, down to the sacrum. Just allowing a little more exhale if you find any places overload. Just let it out of the mouth real slow. Okay. Let's just release that down. Just allowing the energy to kind of drop down through the body, even just over the head a little bit here, right down. That's what feels good. It's just smoothing things down and out. Okay, so let's just find a way into our three-way shaking. It might mean that you need to jiggle, wiggle a little bit, shake out the legs. Just whatever feels good. Trust your body. Just when you can, settle into a sustainable shake. Hands, elbows, arms. Body. Okay, so from the feet floating up to the crown of the head. Let's drop down the front of the body. You can close your eyes, leave them open. Okay, between the eyes and the eyebrows. Letting your body just however it needs to. Tip of the nose. Back of the throat. Chin. Down to the neck, base of the neck, clavicle. Front of the rib cage, down to the sternum. Belly. Hip creases. Pubic bone. Fronts of the legs. Base of the kneecaps. Shins. Tops of the feet. Toes into the earth. Floating back up to the crown. Let's go down the back of the body. So top of the neck, base of the spine. Between the shoulder blades. Base of the rib cage, back. Lower back. Sacrum. Buttocks. Backs of the legs. Backs of the knees. Heels. Soles of the feet. Into the earth. Back up to the crown. Sides of the head to the ears. The jaw. Allowing the energy to, the chi to drop down with you. Sides of the neck to the shoulders. Armpits. Inside, outside arms. Elbows. Wrists, fingers, thumbs. Tips of the fingers. Back up to the armpits, sides of the rib cage. Hips. Inside, outside legs. knees, ankles, sides of the feet and into the earth. Giving space for the body to settle in, settle down, start to slow. Finding a place just to pause inwards. Still allowing your body to move if it needs to. Just noticing the quality of the sensations. Just whatever's happening right now. Knowing there's space for everything. Perhaps just enjoying a brief standing meditation. Feel free to place your hands on your belly. Noticing where your attention goes. Noticing your breath and where that is, where that's landed in your body. Perhaps it's settled a little deeper down and a little deeper in. So again, no pushing. If it's still up high, just let it be there. If it's still high, a way to allow it to expand a little is by very gentle attention, and mostly with the exhale. So maybe a little longer exhale, allowing the in-breath, but it has to be very small, otherwise it becomes controlled. And really, we're just trying to ride the breath like surfing a wave. So again, the exhale is really the most powerful possibility of helping release what is no longer needed here in your experience or your body. It's like giving the space for the breath to do its work. So perhaps coming back into the room, if you want to open your eyes, and at the same time staying with the breath. So it's sort of introducing a little more dual focus of externals versus internals at the same time. So soften the gaze. It doesn't have to be anywhere directly. It's a sort of very gentle peripheral vision. Maybe the breath is down here near your belly, and of course you can drop your breath or drop your attention down to the perineum. It's kind of a central focus. I'm imagining if you're used to doing Kegels or holding that, it will be quite easy. So allow the body to be moved by the breath. You can exaggerate it a little. A sense of center periphery. So center can be kind of perineum or lower dantian, or that whole area, just right into the center. Perhaps lower dantian, which is just a few inches inwards and below the belly button. And periphery can be, just see where your periphery is. It's kind of a sense of, if that's the center, where does the periphery get to? Is it down to my knees? Is it down to my feet? Is it up higher? It can be better. It can be just helpful to focus more on the lower area, sort of between maybe bottom of rib cage right down to feet. A sense of something opening out from center, and maybe it's going further. Maybe it's going past the skin out to maybe a little space around your body. So just see what you notice. Or it's it's a sense, right? Something that you can't see, but you can kind of feel. Just drop the arms and let the shoulders relax. Maybe you're already doing that. So I'm also noticing that my body's doing a slight rocking, sort of from toes to heels. Again, you might also just be doing that because that's what's happening with your body as you breathe. Just find our way into kind of big guy or little guy, really. So use your hands as that sense of chi ball coming from the center and out. If things get too out of hand and you lose your sense of center, just make it come back inwards, make it smaller. It's really working with the breath in the center of this lower area can help kind of strengthen the core. Okay, so let's just drop that and come back to center. So smaller and smaller. Come back to your lower dantian. Find a place to land in there. And when you're ready, if you haven't already, just open your eyes and come back into the room. Let's just shake that out. Move the feet. Ooh. Not sure how everybody else is feeling in their bodies today. I've been probably very busy and I'm feeling it's just a sense of overload still happening, things being pushed to their limit, but in a good way. All right. Whew. Let's come into some stretching. So our usual stretches. So just pressing down, find your way in, right? So this is different to the from the earth. So you could almost make the earth or where your feet are, the center, and the hands, the sort of edge. Or if that's too much, just, can come back to the center of your lower dantian. The periphery being hands and feet at the other end. And then starting to feel into the spine. Noticing what feels good and doing that. Maybe a little more space to stretch. So with QiGong, the more you can relax and allow, the more space there is for stretching. And Wild Goose is primarily about relaxation and ease. It's not really a pushing match tool. Meaning a pushing kind of mentally. Usually that's what pushes this drive to get somewhere. All right, let's find our way, transition into fireworks. Find your way in. It's a little slower. Find your rhythm with your breath. Sort of noticing your shoulders and how they are, your shoulders, your arms, sense of just enough effort to make things moving, to allow things to move. This is good for opening up shoulders, arms. All right. Let's find our way into number 3. So just dropping the arms and opening palms of the hands for a moment. Just receiving in the front of the body. Oh, come on then. And then when you're ready, just turning over, relaxing shoulders. Pressing down. Kitty. Pressing up. And on the release, just opening, receiving. And again. Pressing down, taking an in-breath, pressing up into the sky. Releasing. And you might start to make it a little quicker, changing the hands over. In-breath up. Exhale. One more. In-breath. Releasing, receiving from heaven. Number 4, heaven and earth. So palms meeting, dropping down. So again, tuning into spine, into that main central channels. And around the center. This is very center periphery. Allowing on the exhale. Sort of the sense of encouraging the chi to move in a healthy way. I'm just going to do one more. Breathing in from the feet. Exhale. Noticing how my body feels. Coming up to center and just smoothing that around the belt channel. Just taking a moment to pause. So allow the knees just to soften, the micro bends. And let's check in with your posture. Check in with your body, your spine, your posture. Imagine you're not going anywhere, forward or back, just staying connected right through. So from the bubbling spring points at the bottom of the feet, up through the legs into the sacrum, allowing the spine to be stacked upon itself, allowing the shoulders some space, the chest. So you don't want to push anything either. You know, if you're used to being over a lot, just notice that. And sometimes just moving in and out of a pattern to notice it can help change it. And then into throat and neck and chin. So you can check, you know, pop your chin in and out a bit, open up the back of the neck. Okay, just release that down. Let's just do one shoulder lifting exercise. Let's do both shoulders up. So both shoulders lifting up, head tilting up or down, and allowing the exhale twice as long as the inhale. You get to the bottom, just recognize it as the bottom. And then again, picking up when you're ready. So in breath, out breath, slowly out of the mouth. Dropping right down to the bottom, the fingertips dripping down to the earth. When you get there, just pause and take an in-breath, out-breath. Let's do that one more time. Recognizing when they get to the bottom fully, so as much as you can release, feeling the fingertips perhaps, or just noticing what you feel. And if there's anything that feels really good, we're just going to receive that for a moment. It's just acknowledgement, kind of like growing the receptivity of everything that you cultivate. Mostly we don't allow ourselves time for that. Making space for nourishing the body. All right, good job. Shake that out. You can feel to move your feet. Just maybe lift up the knees. Oh, just a little little Doctor Who walking, same side, same leg. Yeah, I feel like that was yesterday, Halloween. And then back. So this helps yeah, coordinate one side and then the other. Oh, opening up the sides of the body a little. And very, opening the shoulders too. All right, so just find a way to come back to one place. And let's just do a little shoulder roll. So shifting weight from side to side. So you're shifting your weight. Engaging one shoulder. And actually, I'm going to step my right leg forward and move my left shoulder. So just allowing a forward circle. So it's going to be opening up the side of the body. And you might breathe into that side that you're moving. Yeah. Making space for the lung 1 and 2 point at the corner there. Okay, then when you're ready, just reversing direction. Great. So we're kind of paying attention to that lung 1 and 2, so that top of that meridian, giving that a little massage with our, this is kind of a working meridian massage. All right. Just finding a way to switch over to the other side. So maybe left foot forward, right arm, or the opposite, whatever. Just taking stock of how the shoulder is feeling, if it's a little crunchy. And so this is whole body movement. So shifting of the weight, Helps your shoulder. You might notice how it connects round down to the lower back a little too. Start noticing your lower back a little more. It's the opening up of the kidney bladder channels for winter. Let's change direction when you can. There's always a relationship going on. Anytime. As we slow down, you might just notice that a little more. As we slow down the season, of course, we've got Thanksgiving and Christmas to go yet. Trying to navigate that and take care of our bodies at the same time. All right. Just releasing that. Allowing the shoulders to move. Now let's find our hands again to both sides and feet hip width apart. I'm just going to press up slowly and raise the elbow. So again, tuning in. So you've got, where's my center and where's my periphery? You might be feeling a connection between the feet and the tip of the elbow. So in-breath, one's coming up. Exhale, dropping down. So you're finding your own rhythm with your breath. So there's a lot to tune into if you want to. And maybe you just want to enjoy it. So opening up the sides of the body. So warming up the whole side right down to probably the lower back area. Using your breath. So turning that into a circle. So full circle. Just notice where you pay attention or where you lose attention. And again, it's just a noticing. There's no assessment going on. The practice of self-compassion is to notice without any judgment, like, oh, okay. Also, you've got another center periphery going on, or you've got a few here. It could be shoulder to elbow. There's one. Could be center, your lower dantian out to your elbow. And it could be, 1 foot out to the elbow. It could be the opposite foot or the same foot. These connections. Just using awareness to notice. All right, and then bringing in both of them together, settling into that shifting. If it's too much to be standing, you can do this sitting down. You can adapt anything really to sit down. Oh. So noticing too, you know, if you get too lightheaded, just focus more lower, looking down. Or relax the eyesight a little into a periphery kind of vision. So remembering this is whole body. Shifting the weight can help with the arms, the shoulders moving. It might be in breath on one side, out breath on the other, or it could be faster or slower. Okay, if you're feeling kind of stable and you'd like to open your arms a little bit, bring in a beach ball, a beach chi ball, a chi ball. And just gently, so you're allowing the energy, so you're shifting weight, right? So the sense of, you can imagine a ball that's running from one hand to the other. It's one sense of it. And it could be smaller too, depending on how the shoulders feel. And then maybe noticing the space between the hands, which is an extension of the space within. Allowing things to loosen, soften, relax. So the more you relax, again, the more you can open up. So again, no, just awareness really. So let's use this opportunity to move into rejuvenation, because we're shifting our weight. We've got our chi ball, we've got a huge ball here. Yeah, that's right. So let's bring our ball in to like it's surrounding our lower dantian. So it's making this, you know, it's making it smaller, more condensed, so to speak. It's going to help with the core of your body. Especially if your breath is down here. Okay, so finding your way down, shifting from the center down into noticing a leg, so back in front of a leg, one at a time. It was like this connection, right, to the center. So check that you're, relaxing a little more. I relax my arms, my shoulders. Still riding the wave, the edge of allowing things to move and kind of slightly directing them. And then just bring a little more attention to directing it, the hand up to the opposite bottom of the rib cage. Yeah, that's good. You can focus on the front hand or the back hand or both. Okay, so when you're ready, just pulling it up a little further to the underarm. Still that sense of center periphery going on here. Like we're playing with that center, bringing it out to the periphery. Mm. Oh. All right, so now if you're still feeling really grounded, we move back up into the space above, right? And you can, you can decide where you want to put your eyes or your head, whether you're softening your gaze, opening it out, or just keeping it low while your arms tickle the heaven. As you open up and drop down, the back arm just kind of stays straight and open. Because the arms are connected, they're doing kind of seesaw-like things, everything's coming from the center. So just in doing this, I'm thinking about bone marrow washing and that pulling the ox's tail, and it could be that things are, quite connected through the core. Or you could be just softening things down and bending. It's just different movement. One's not right or the other. All right, I think that's enough. Bring it back down again when you're ready. So just drawing up right through to lung 1 and 2, really. Oops. And then shifting that weight. Things are always a gradual process in reality. I mean, if you want to be present with them, that is. All right, then coming back down to the center. Crossing over. Mediating. It's most powerful energy in the body that helps keep everything well. Bring that chi ball back to the front. Feel free to do what you need with your feet. Sometimes mine get, I don't know, I'm not used to having them so grounded into the earth. Finding our way into a smaller chi ball, into our center. Let's just find a place to pause. Just do a little standing meditation for a minute or so. Connect back into your breath in the center. If you want to, find that golden light mudra, left hand under the right, tips of the thumbs resting against each other. Breathing in, receiving from the universe. It's happening all the time anyway. Might as well make more space available in their minds. Okay, let's just release that down. The energy drop down and back into the room. Shake that out. So it's just after 10 if anybody needs to move to complete and finish. I just want to sit down briefly, and I think in two minds, and it's just real quick. Give attention to the lung, the large intestine, and lung, and I'm actually just I'm gonna tap a little bit. So you've got your thumb, you can give it a massage. So here, massage or tap, just start to pay attention. Just going to tune into that meridian. I'm going to include my index finger as well. That's where the large intestine meridian is involved. If you manage to have a look at your handout sometime, and just see where those two meridians. Yeah, so sometimes, a bit of tapping can be a quick way to loosen. This is really good for the breath. If you're struggling with your breathing, just to open it. And right up to the shoulder where the large intestine flow goes through. It's another quick way. Sometimes in the morning can be good to, just some tapping in there. All right, let's move across. Change hands. Yeah, that's good. So if any of you sleep with your arms drawn up, Sometimes the elbows can get a little sore. That's just what's happening with mine at the moment. I'm noticing the places that energy gets stuck. It'd be good to open them. All right. Good for just smooth that off. Wake up that anything left in there. Okay, so while we're sitting down, giving our feet a break, let's just pick up and do the to trace the meridians. We're going to be picking out the center with a hand coming up, opening it out, tracing down inside of one arm. When the in-breath come up like putting on an overcoat, tracing the hand down the front as the energy drops down the back. So it gets down to the perineum, then we change hands, pick it up, open it out to the other arm, pick it up. Pick it up. So in-breath up, out-breath, dropping and releasing. In-breath. This is another mediator, kind of mediating from one side to the other, crossing through all meridians. So picking up again, when we get back to our center, we'll include the legs. So coming up over the shoulder and dropping down the back still. When you get to center, just spreading the hands open, dropping down the legs just as far as you can, round your feet, up again to the center, and then you can change hands. Include the arm again. So tracing meridians. Get to the center, just open it out, include the sides, around the feet and up. Again, center periphery. Always coming back to center. So a lot happens in that lower dantian energetically. So it's a good place to touch into during your day. Of course, there are other dantians as well. This is just a really good one of storing and moving energy. It's kind of a storage house, really, powerhouse, where you've got the heart and the third eye are not really places to store energy. They're more, you want to keep things moving through. Up over the shoulder, dropping down. Okay, one more each side. See if you can stay where you are and know that you're going to finish at the same time. Tricky. Dropping down. Coming back up. When you finally get back to your center, let's just smooth that round. Just take your time. Again, just pausing in your lower dantian, just for a moment to feel the effects of that. I'm actually just going to drop my hands, let my shoulders relax. Hands can be up or down or in the center. So as you're breathing, hopefully lower in your body, a little deeper. Dropping down to feel the sit bones, the coccyx moving, just even a little bit. For me, there's just a slight rocking going on, very subtle, of the pelvis. The in-breath, kind of a tilting forward. And then an out-breath, dropping down and kind of, rocking the spine. I'm exaggerating this, but it's kind of that movement, but it's really subtle. It can be a good exercise if, if you're sitting on a chair. In the car is a good one. If you're at a traffic light, just pausing for a moment. But always be careful with driving. Okay, let's find a place to pause and to stand back up again. Okay, so how do I stand back up again? That's the question, right? With some awareness. So just finding feet on the ground, and it might be easier, come to the edge of the seat, and to build our core strength. It's less movement than, if you can swing up, that's fine. It's helpful to swing up for sure. And maybe less swinging and a little more strength downwards into the legs. So you're just sort of finding what works. So keeping the core together. And okay, so here's the other tip from Kelly. Notice where your eyesight is right now. You're going to sit straight up and down, gazing forward. Just drop your eyesight down without moving your head. So just drop it down, 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 down. And when you get to a place where you can't go any further, drop your head and follow that down to your feet. So it's almost, you can see, the crutch in the thighs, your feet. You can either have one foot forward, one foot back. And just looking down and pressing up. And as you come up, you might lift your gaze So if you're lifting your gaze, might help you press up. So just doing that again. So dropping down. So make sure you know where your seat is. Sometimes just moving your legs to touch the back of it is good. And just dropping back down, keeping that integrity as you do it. Okay, so one more time to get up. So the eyesight, just dropping your gaze down. And then just pressing. You may want to use your hands on your knees, but you don't want to rely on that forever. You want to build the strength. Pressing up from the ground, standing up, shaking that out. Yeah, that's good. Just keep our connection right through our body so we can be upright much of our life as possible. And you know what I mean, without falling. Okay, so I want to tune back into bone marrow washing. It's really about part of it, center periphery, really. Okay, so falling back into it, we're going to start with left hand on the lower back. So circling, we're getting into circling. We really want to notice the fingers circling. Give each finger enough space to circle. Okay. Initially, it's just the focus might be just on the hands. So the fingers circling and the wrists are circling. So we're going to do 3 circles each finger, and then just as we, so again, center, and then periphery is where the hand is. Center can be on the sacrum or lower back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you can also just have I noticed Doctor Who, just so you can allow the wrist to move if you run out of fingers. Okay, as we get to the top, we're just going to turn our palm over, taking an in-breath up. Now, only open it out as far as feels comfortable. It's called the stretch, but the rest doesn't mean you're pushing right open, but take an in-breath as you open up. And the out-breath comes, turn the hand over and start to allow the dropping of your chi downwards. Palm can start facing the body. Start to feel connection between both hands. Just tuning into the lower dantian for a breath. And drop the hand down on the out breath. Changing hands over. Settling in. Okay, so remember those circles. Circle each finger 3 times. 1, 2. Palm up, taking a breath in, connecting the heavens, dropping down on the out breath, starting to feel that connection between both hands. And you can take as many breaths as you like. We'll speed it up next time around. So allowing the chi to drop into that lower dantian. And then it just naturally will drop down to the feet. So this can happen quite quickly, but we haven't been doing this fully, but changing arms again. Okay, so lower dantian. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. Turn the wrist up. Dropping down. Taking a breath in. Feeling the connection through. Then dropping it down. Okay, switching hands again. Let's do this again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Turn it up. Still feeling that hand in the back. Center and periphery of the other hand. Oops, a little slow, wasn't it? Bring it into the belly. And drop. Switch hands. Let's do one more each side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And down. Allowing the chi to drop. Back of the hand, chi to the lower dantian. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. Just noticing where your chi is. It's always a bit of a learning, because it can get stuck in certain places, or it might be easy flowing. Okay, just releasing both hands down for a moment. Just palms down to the earth, just allowing the chi to drop. So there's these centers that are being focused on in this movement. There's the perineum, there's the perineum and the lower dantian. I said 3, didn't I? You've got the heart, we've got the crown, the lower dantian, and probably the heart. But everything is moving through down from the crown and the heart. You don't want energy to be settling up there too much. You want it to drop down. All right, so let's just review the seesaw. I'm going to tell you, it's not my favorite piece, but I'm getting a lot out of it. All right, whoever's leaving, thank you. All right, see you, Kelly. Take care. All right, so we're just going to beginning of it is just dropping down and picking up those onions. Just dropping hands down so the shoulders are relaxed, curving the hands right around from the big toe to the heel, picking up those onions, pulling them up just with the hands, so the hips, and then just releasing and turning around to one side. So I'm going to turn to my right, find your feet, rail on 2 rails. So the upper body, everything's connected through here. Back hand, palm outwards. So just when you're ready, dropping that down. It's more important to notice what you're feeling rather than to get the movement done. It's gaining awareness here, building our sense of awareness. And feeling into the center, which your lower dantian, the rest of it comes with it. One more. Do it small if this is too much. Going back to center, ready to open the palms, 3. Okay, so here we are. Now this is introducing the quick breath, which we won't talk about today. If you're doing Marcy's class on Saturday, you may have had a focus on it. The sense of taking a quicker breath, and the energy is coming up from that hand. It's just coming up and over. So it helps just lift the energy up and over, like throwing a ball quickly to catch it. And then the out breath is slower and more relaxed. Okay, so let's switch the arms. So you're turning your feet, just turning your arms and turning around to the other side. Yeah. So train tracks, comfortable, even, both feet. Taking the weight. Find your center. Dropping down. And then, using the sense of I've got weight in my front hand as I drop down in the front. And then the weight's in the back. Trying to keep the integrity in your core. Just bending forward as feels comfortable. One more. Sort of a 3-time. Settling back into center. Relax the elbow, the shoulders. 1, 2, 3. Open the palms. The front palm kind of relates more to the third eye area. And just throwing that ball over, like quick in-breath, throw the ball over your shoulder. Relax down. There's a microcosmic orbit. Okay, relaxing down, coming to the front. Let's just finish that there. Just a chi ball and then pressing down into the earth. Let's just take a moment to pause, just to feel the effects of that. Okay, it's just a couple minutes after or so. Let's just finish with wild goose 6 pat down. Please leave if you need to leave. That's totally fine, of course. All right, just tune into to gallbladder 30, about the side here. The arms open, the palms. Tuning into that meridian. And up to the heart space. And then we're going to go down the sides of the body for 9. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Inside. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Backs of the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, open up the arm, armpit, shoulder, palm up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Flip. 1, 2. Elbow, shoulder, base of the neck, base of the spine, crown, forehead. Okay, other arm, armpit, shoulder, palm up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Flip. 1, 2. Wrist, elbow, shoulder, base of the neck, base of the spine, crown, forehead. Just let that Release. Just noticing any sensations. And just get to relax even more. Some people call this swinging the basket. I'm just happy to relax my arms. Oh, do a little twist in the body. All right, coming back to center. Let's scoop that up. Chest, middle, belly, chest, middle, belly. One more time. Chest, middle, belly. Okay, so you get to curtsy, move that left behind the right, drop down, left is to the right. Bagua, 6 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Crossing that leg left over the right, jumping the puddle, sword fingers down. And then relax the hands. So flicking, right hand, right shoulder, left on the left waist. Such a good one. Just as many times as you like. Okay, Qisha. Let's do one more Qisha just to clear it through. Okay, let's bring our feet together on the earth. Palms together overhead. And dropping down into the space of your heart. Get to pause here a moment. Either feel into or imagine the connection of our circle, everybody that's here and those that aren't. The sense of a center that connects us all. Center periphery, one more time. Then coming back into your experience in your body. Noticing what's feeling good, nourished, and maybe there's something else that needs nourishing today. Making a little note. All right, let's drop forward. Thank you. May you be blessed with peace, happiness, and good health. And a wonderful rest of your day.